It's Monday morning, I'm in the yard, and this is episode number 4. Welcome back to the video. Thank you very much for coming back and keeping watching. Much appreciated. So this week, I'm not on my 210. I'm not on that job this week. Couple of little jobs this week. I'm not sure exactly 100% sure what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing today. That's about it, really. So today's job, I've got the tractor and low loader trailer, and I'm putting a little Cabelco on the back, and then I'm going over to a job, and I'm meeting our tipper wagon over there, and we're going to be doing some road repairs where apparently the road's washed out in places after the heavy storms. So we'll get loaded up and we'll get away. There we go, she's all chained on. Got the most important thing, got my cup of tea and my jacket because it's just started raining. Chained on, strapped on the road. So the job here today is nice and simple. We're on a bit of a gradient on this hill, and the water, when it's heavy, is running down the hill and is starting to wash the stone out further down. So they want me to come down and just basically put in a couple of like a few sleep policeman pumps to kind of divert the water off to that side. So that's what we've been told to do, so that's what we'll do. So we've got our wagon here with a load of sub base on. I'll just dig out of it and build up a couple of sleep policemen. Well, that's that little job done. We've put 7 speed bumps in down this little bit of a hill, so it should help divert the water into the ditch. Ideally, it could do with the edge just took off, so the water can shed off the side of the road and put a proper camber on. But I just do what I get told to do. So that's it. So loaded up again and I wait for the next job. Morning. It's 6:15 and I am soaked already. So for another little job today, I'm taking the tractor and dump trailer up to the job, and then the wagon's going to be bringing the Volvo 140 up. There's already another digger up there. The other digger's going to go in the quarry, load up some stone, and then I'm going to jump on the 140 and level it out. And to make it easier for the wagon driver, I said, yeah, I'll throw a diesel tank and all the buckets in the dump trailer, saves you having to strap them on. I'm just pottering about in the yard. I'm absolutely soaked. There's water running off the hat. Right. Absolutely torrential. Look at the big puddle in the middle of the yard. Right. Little boy, you're soaked and all, aren't you? We only walked from the car to the tractor. Right, we'll get set off up the road. So I've also got my toolbox in here rattling around because there's grouses on the digger. That's up at the quarry because it's been doing a bit of mounding. So I've got them to take off before we do anything. Yeah, so got my jacket, got my leggings. And hopefully it's dry up there. Otherwise I'm going to get even wetter. I'll dry out because it's about, I don't know what, it'll be an hour and a half away in the tractor up there. So I'll get nicely dried out and then probably get soaked again when I'm up there. So the wagon should catch us up. He's just been to pick it up. It's been a way to get some work done to it. So by the time he gets that picked up, comes in here, picks that digger up and then up the road, I should be done with getting the grouses off. That's my plan anyways. We'll see if it all goes to plan though. Right, let's bash on. Well, we've made good time. I said an hour and a half, and it's exactly an hour and a half. So not a bad run. Well, we've got here. The weather hasn't got much better. And now I'm going to get out, suited and booted, and take these grouses off. Right, so this is them here. So it's just 2 bolts that hold them on. Just adds a bit of extra grip. Because he's been there on that hillside over there, Mounding. So we'll get them fired up. See, that one there's already had the bolt missing. It's either snapped or rattled loose. So we'll get it fired up, pulled onto that stone because I'm not standing in amongst the bloody muck. Get the toolbox opened up and get them took off. And try and not get too wet. Right, there we go, that's them all off. I need to go and find some water, clean my tools before they go back in my box. Whew, I don't know whether, some of them were really tight. I don't know whether I'm more wet from it bloody raining or from sweat. Even though it's wet, it's bloody still warm, eh? Right, clean. Right, this is what we're going to be on with today. We're driving the Volvo 140, and while we're waiting for the first load of stone to come, I'll give you a little bit walk around it. Hopefully you can hear me alright, because when I was cleaning my tools, I dropped my phone in a little bit of a stream. I've had it on top of the heater, trying to dry out. If the sound hasn't come through on this, I'll just have to do a voice over on it. It won't let me plug the microphone in because it keeps saying liquid detected, charging not working. But never mind, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, Volvo 140, and it's the ELM model, which means it's lifted up, heightened up. Whereas normally, your normal 140, that X-frame's a little bit lower, but on here, the ELM, it's all been lifted up for greater ground clearance and amongst the tree stumps. What year are we on? What year is it? 2020 model. So she's 4-year-old, and she's got, there's Jensen's blanket, just 6,500 hours on the clock. So I don't know whether I've ever been. I've been on it a couple of times before, not a lot. And the thing that'll get me a lot of hate, which has got me hate in the past, I'm not the biggest Volvo fan. Some people rave about them, love them, say they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. I really don't see it. Yeah. Leave us your comments. Tell us what you think. So we'll have a look. Just climb up here. This is the problem with the ELM model. It's a little bit higher, and it's had the steps took up, so you face strain. So anyways, so there's a couple of things why I don't really like the Volvo. Is the cab. All of this I do not like. The heater controls are the most confusing thing in the whole world. At least this one's got normal armrests. One of the other ones that we used to have, this is the only Volvo we've got left, had these different armrests, which every time you try to push yourself, one pushed on them, and yeah, didn't like it. So it is a nice machine. I'm not saying it's completely awful, but I just don't think it's in a league of its own. Some people think it is. It's like a toolbox, which is like the refuel and pump in there, which I've just filled up. But say we work in the middle of nowhere, so we kind of carry basic tools. Well, there's a empty bottle of juice, which you can't really get much more else in there. Like, it has got a step on this side, like to get up onto the engine bay, you're not supposed to go up the front, you're supposed to go up in here, there's supposed to be a step there and up in there, so you can put tools and that in there, but then everything's out in the elements. Anyways, so there we go. Door's a bit rattly, eh? That's a bit loose. Oh, there's a couple of things missing. It is 6,500 hours. But yeah, so there's my opinion on Volvo. They're alright. I'm not saying I hate them. I'm just saying they're not in a league of their own. They're not any worse and not any better than the majority of the diggers out there. Right, anyways, Thomas has come here. He's going to drive on the tractor. He's driving the tractor for us. There's another, that Doosan is going up into the quarry. The wagon's just dropped this off. He's going up there. He'll move the Doosan up into the quarry. The wagon driver's going to drive the digger in the quarry. Thomas is going to lead me stone down here. I don't know, what is it, 1.5 miles, something like that. Be like a 3-mile round trip for him. So it's not too far for it. job done. Let's get back up there and get back on the trailer. Right, that's me all loaded up. Thomas is about to put the digger on the back of that. We'll set off. I've got all the tank and buckets, everything back in the dump trailer. And we'll take it to the next job. It's on the way home. Well, back on the way back to the yard anyway. So rather than him having to strap everything on, I'll just take it down there and we'll meet him down there. I may as well set off now because he'll soon catch us up. Oh boy! Friday, and I'm back on the Volvo today. And today we're mounding, which isn't a bad little job at times. Can be a bit tedious, but perks of the job, you do get views like that. Grand view around here. Sun was coming up over there this morning as we started. So what we're doing, we're mounding, which for those that don't know is basically getting the ground ready to plant trees in after the trees have been harvested. So this was all covered in trees earlier in the year. They've come in, dropped all the trees, took them all away, and then the site's left looking like that. So you've got all the rows, all the brush mats, which is where the harvester and the forwarder run up and down, which will go over here. Try and not trip up. Look like that down there. So we come up, start at the top of the hill. This bit's called trench mounding. There is different sorts. Hinge mounding, invert mounding. It all basically cultivates the ground, ready to plant a new tree. These will get, somebody will come along here, dig a little hole in there with a shovel, plant a little tree, seal it all up, give it a bit of fertilizer or whatever, on to the next one. And like that, and so on and so on. So anyway, so what I'm doing, oh dear, nearly falled over. Sit on the brush mat, push it away from myself, dig a trench with a mounding bucket, and then every 1.9 meters apart, we put a little mound. But all the existing trees are in rows. See how it's line of stumps down there, down there, down there. So we just put mounds down the middle, and then which generally works out about 2 meters apart. So this is the last row I've just done. So you better see what I've done. So I've sat here with the digger, dig a trench, put all the mounds out to the side, and then all the brash gets shoved back into the trench, and then I go over top of it. A lot of people, everybody does it different. Some people say I do it the wrong way around because I like to sit like that, dig the trench, pull the brash in, and then track over what I've done over the brash, and I just feel like it squashes everything in. Some people like to do it the other way around, so they would go down, say, backwards, push the brash away, dig the trench, move back, that bit of brush to sit on, push that into the hole. As long as it gets the same objective, it doesn't really matter. I do it this way. It's the way I was shown, so it's the way I do it. So that's it. And the mounding bucket, it's a purpose-built bucket. It's from Lammer Engineering, it's near Edinburgh. So it's 2 foot wide at the bottom, and then it's tapered like a V bucket, just so you can get more in and the spoil comes out a lot easier. But to help push the brash away at the back, away from you, it's got the horns on the back. This bucket's a bit of age, so they're getting a bit worn. Normally, they could have had 6-inch worn off them. Easy. It's a bit of age, this bucket. We've got Lammer Engineering. The digger's all plated up. See that? It's got the extra belly plates on underneath. Stop stuff underneath there getting damaged. These are all thicker plated as well. We've got a brash guard on there, to stop tree stumps, logs, stuff like that, hitting all of them and all the hydraulic lines. We've got bars on the bottom window, stop anything coming in through the cab, which it does help, but cracked window there shows that it's not perfect. You do have to watch what you're doing, because say you're digging in amongst that brush, and sometimes there'll be a log literally comes out of nowhere. So, yeah. Hasn't happened to me, but I do know reports of tree stump coming in there, log coming in through the front window, log, oh, nearly fall, log going up there and hitting that through that window. It is quite dangerous work at times, but you have to just be careful. Yeah. So I started over there this morning. We've trundled over here. Generally, you sit there, you can get 3 mounds out either side. By the time we do one there, one there, one there, I'll move forwards and I'll spin around and I'll do the ones where the tracks are. I'm out of breath paddling about now. So there we go. Hopefully that's explained it. I probably haven't explained it the best. I'll try and get a video of as we go down this section. Right, so I'll try and show you what we're doing. So I've just set off from pulling the brush into that trench. And now I'll track forward. Like, it does look flat on here, but you'll have probably seen in the previous clip that we are on a bit of an incline here. So right, well, so we'll push the brush away. Don't have to be mad far, just to expose a bit of ground. There we go, get a bit of clean soil. And then in between the tree stumps, you want to be trying to get them every 1.9 meters apart on clean ground. So if there's a lot of brush in the way, I'll pull the brush out the way. If it's odd little stick, I never normally bother. You'd be alright covering an odd little stick and stuff like that. So it's as simple as that, really. So look, there we go, some logs there, so just give them a little push. So this is digging in between the tree stumps in there. If they do tree stumps underneath in my road where I'm digging, get in the way, I do dig them out. But if you can get away with digging between them, you may as well. Less digging out, more production. Oh, oh. So that's it, really, as simple as that. Back on my 210. Back on this road job where we've just been trimming up, like you've seen in the last couple of videos. Thomas is here as well. He's just trimming the corners up for us, the edges of the road rather, and then I'm just coming up, trimming it all up. So I'll end the video here because I think it's already getting a bit long. I'm going to try and keep it like 25 minutes. I don't really want to go over 30. So we'll end it here. But first, I took a little video the other night of Jensen, because I don't think Jensen has been in this video much. I took a little video of Jensen the other night. I was sitting on the sofa at home, and he was outside, out the front door, playing around, and it's just his little face. It's hilarious. So I'll put that little clip here. I think that's just brilliant, that. It's probably one of the most funniest little videos I've seen of the little boy, like. Hey boy, we'll lift this up. It's on. Playing around with a plant pot. Until you got seen. Right, so we'll end it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, it'd be much appreciated. And leave a comment and tell us what you think. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.